Eco9 is sponsored by your Washington area Toyota dealers.
At WUSA 9, Eco9 is about more than just reporting on the environment. It's about solutions, education, and helping all of us better understand the world around us.
Yeah, and tonight we're taking you inside a stunning new exhibit at the US Botanic Garden that's not only beautiful, but it's also fascinating, so we hear. Meteorologist Caitlin McGrath is giving us a preview tonight. Hi, Caitlin.
Hey there, guys. For 29 years, the US Botanic Garden and Smithsonian Gardens have teamed up to showcase the beauty and mystery of orchids. But this year's exhibit is more than just a stunning display. It's a lesson on survival. Orchids are masters of deception, using sneaky tricks to thrive in the wild. But as our climate changes, even these resilient plants are facing new threats.
We got thousands of orchids. Some are very fragrant, some are maybe unusual, some are red and even look like hairy animal products because they're trying to deceive some pollinators, but all sorts of fun stories throughout the show. We got some really cool display cases showcasing some of these unusual deceptions, and we've got the stories there alongside the orchid to really help you home in and see what those deceptions are. We've got some fun new features this year. We've got two of these really large oversized orchid trees inspired by our famous cherry trees down on the other end of the National Mall. You're gonna see lots of pink and white blooms on those. We've got 22 lamps this year wrapped with orchids. So some really sort of unusual ways to display orchids this year. So the orchids are, I think, something that people want to try to care for and grow in their own homes, and sometimes it can be a challenge. We've got a number of educational programs that we're going to be offering throughout the orchid show, some live here in person. Look for someone maybe on the floor here at a table or a discovery cart. They're going to be talking about answering your questions, talking about orchid care, repotting orchids, all those sorts of things. And we have a number of online programs as well. The pressures on orchids around the world, they are native to every continent except Antarctica. You know, even in the United States, we've got over 200 native orchid species here. And especially with climate change, as the temperatures are rising, it's absolutely presenting challenges for some of those orchids that would be growing in those habitats, but now the temperature is getting too hot. And there's going to be expanded pests and diseases that travel along with that, right? Maybe with winters that don't get really hard freezes as they used to. Some of those pests and diseases continue living through the winter. Those are going to be attacking our orchids, and maybe a greater perspective as well.
And here's something you might not know. Illegal orchid trafficking is a major issue. Some orchids are smuggled across borders without proper documentation, harming both the environment and native species. So if you're buying an orchid, make sure it's from a legitimate source with proper permits. And if you want to experience this incredible exhibit for yourself, it opens tomorrow and will stay open through April 27th at the US Botanic Garden. We have full details on our WUSA 9 app.
It's a good Valentine's Day trip. All the orchids for you.
I guess I admire people who can really nurture their orchids, because I don't have really good luck with it. Even the ones where they say you put one ice cube down and then they still
doesn't work.
The folks at the Botanic Garden will answer all of your questions about orchids.
Thank you, Caitlin.